In the frozen heart of northern Canada, there lies a lake so remote, so silent, that even time seems to avoid it. Anjikuni Lake. In the early 1930s, this isolated place became the center of one of the most disturbing unsolved mysteries in North American history. An entire Inuit village, men, women, and children, vanished without a single trace. No bodies, no signs of struggle, no explanation. What happened at Anjikuni Lake?
Anjikuni Lake is located in what is now Nunavut, deep within Canada's Arctic wilderness. In the 1930s, this land was almost impossible to reach. No roads, no radios, no regular contact with the outside world. The Inuit people who lived here survived through hunting, fishing, and generations of traditional knowledge. This was not a place where people simply walked away. The Anjikuni Lake Inuit village was small, estimated between 20 and 30 people. They lived simple but structured lives. Families hunted together. Children learned survival from elders. Every object mattered. Every movement had purpose. Leaving a home behind was unthinkable. In November of 1930, a fur trapper named Joe LaBelle was traveling through the region. Joe had visited the Anjikuni Lake village many times before. He traded with them. He knew their routines. As night fell, Joe approached the village, expecting warmth, food, and company. Instead, he found silence. The village was completely abandoned. Food was still cooking over cold fire pits. Weapons were left behind. Clothing, tools, and supplies remained untouched. This was not a planned departure. If the villagers had gone hunting, they would have taken their weapons. If they had relocated, they would have packed supplies. But everything was left behind, as if the people vanished in seconds. Joe LaBelle soon made a horrifying discovery. The village's sled dogs, essential for survival, were found dead. Not from disease, not from attack. They had starved to death, tied to their posts. If the villagers had left willingly, they would never abandon their dogs. This detail alone terrified Joe. Nearby, Joe discovered something even more disturbing. The village cemetery had been tampered with. Graves were open. Bodies were missing. In Inuit culture, disturbing the dead is taboo. Who would dig up graves, and why?
Terrified, Joe LaBelle fled the area immediately. He traveled over 100 miles through brutal winter conditions to report what he had seen. Authorities initially doubted his story, but when they finally investigated, they found the village exactly as Joe described. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police launched an investigation. They searched the surrounding land. They checked frozen lakes and forests. There were no footprints, no blood, no signs of violence. It was as if the villagers had vanished into thin air. Soon, rumors began to spread. Some Inuit hunters reported seeing strange lights in the sky around the time of the disappearance. Lights that moved silently, lights that hovered. This led to one of the most controversial theories: extraterrestrial abduction. Could something from the sky have taken an entire village? Others believed the truth was being hidden. Some claimed the Canadian government downplayed the case to avoid panic. Others said the story was quietly buried. Official records later claimed the village never existed, but Joe LaBelle wasn't the only one who knew them. Skeptics argue the story was exaggerated by newspapers. They claim the village was smaller, or that the Inuit relocated due to food shortages. But this does not explain starved dogs, open graves, abandoned food. Too many details don't fit. Another theory suggests a sudden natural event. A storm, thin ice, or fear of starvation forced the villagers to flee. But fleeing without weapons, without dogs, without children's clothing? In Arctic conditions, that would be suicide. Anjikuni Lake is often compared to other mass disappearances: the Roanoke Colony, the Dyatlov Pass incident, the Mary Celeste. But Anjikuni Lake remains unique. An entire community vanished in one of the most unforgiving places on Earth.
In the Arctic, bodies don't disappear easily. Even predators leave remains. Even storms leave evidence. Yet nothing was ever found. No bones, no clothing, no tools, just silence. Modern historians still debate the case. Some believe parts of the story were sensationalized. Others believe the truth lies somewhere between fact and fear. But no one has ever proven what really happened. The last reports from nearby hunters claimed the villagers were seen days earlier. Calm, normal, unafraid. Nothing suggested a planned departure. Then, they were gone. Was it fear? A misunderstood event? Or something we still cannot explain? Anjikuni Lake keeps its secret frozen in time. A reminder that even in the modern world, some mysteries refuse to be solved.
What do you believe happened at Anjikuni Lake? Was this a tragic misunderstanding or one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries?